Hello, this is teddygaming, and welcome back to another review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Retail TMNT Volume 2, Issue number 29, Soul Survivor. Now, with this issue, it was an okay one, I want to say. It's just dealing with the Triceratons, the other race of Triceratons called the Sardons, I'm pretty sure that's how to say it. And yeah, it just gets like okay, and with the stuff we should do, it's like some interesting stuff if you care about the lore and history with the Triceratons, but if you don't, then it'll be somewhat boring. And also do feel like with wherever they do take this issue, in like near the end, it gets a little bit, I won't say a little bit confusing, a little bit crazy, but it works well enough. Okay, so for the actual story itself, we do get to see Donatello. He's going up to explore a deserted planet, and we don't know what the actual alien being is, but basically they've abandoned this planet. So Donatello is going up with the Utrons as well as the Sardons. I'm pretty sure that's how to say it. And they've gone over there and trying to figure out what's happening and what's going on in that place. And there's not really too much going on until we go into this jungle area where things get really confusing. Or I won't say confusing, but it's really weird, but also really interesting if you care about the Triceratons. Just because in this place we do get to see this big rock, and on this rock it has basically like a family tree of the Triceratons, but also these Sardons as well, and basically both races, even though they hate each other for different reasons, I'm not too sure why, and it's revealed on this rock that basically these two races actually come from the same race, and they're just two different genes or something. I'm not too sure, but either way, just basically the same beings, just come from different. Or no, they came from that same person, but split off into making different branches of the races and stuff like that. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. So yeah, but that's when we do get to see the Triceratons. They're on this planet and they're trying to search for this big artifact that, if they do find it and it is what they think it is, it will destroy the Sardons and be a really big powerful weapon which Vitols and also the Sardons don't really want them to have. But that's when the fight happens, and we do get to see Donatello takes on this really big Triceraton, and I don't think it's a Triceraton that I've seen before, and also I don't think it's the same sort of size I've seen before, because I think that he's bigger than all the other ones, which I thought was pretty interesting. And we do get to see him fight Donatello with a big hammer, and I thought the fight was okay. It was, I don't know, it wasn't really overly interesting, and I think that just because, I'm not too sure why, but this fight scene wasn't really that good. I can't explain it, but yeah, I don't think it was anything to do with the actual story itself. It was one of those kind of fight scenes just there, and it wasn't really overall exciting. And I think that because tutorials have faced bigger threats before, it didn't really feel much of a big threat or anything like that, so there's that going for it. And I don't know, something about it didn't really feel like there was such a big impending doom with this Triceraton. It just felt like another big threat that Turtles would get through, and that's about it really. But then after that we do get to see the Utrom. He comes in and gives Donatello a big lift by throwing him onto the spaceship. Now this spaceship is the artifact which the Triceraton's looking for. So Donatello goes inside, and that's when he comes in contact with another Triceraton, and he beats him up and just throws him onto a chair. Now this chair is triggered, it's all triggered by the Triceraton's emotions, and because it's full of anger, that's what's triggered the weapons, and electrocuted the Triceraton. He died, and the chair had a person inside of the chair, and basically, because the Triceraton died, it was able to take the life force from that Triceraton and was able to come alive. And asked Donatello, basically, help me to go into the other life. I've been trapped in this chair for a while. Please help me. So that's when Donatello does some meditation, does some Tai Chi, I think it is. And for some reason, he hears Splinter's voice, and that's what helps him be able to actually help him get through to the other side. And that's pretty much it for this little story here, because the plane crashes after this, and that's pretty much where we do leave this story off of. So yeah, I mean, overall, it's a, I'm not too sure, just because I think that if you do like Triceratons, then I do think that this story will definitely be for you, because they do explore a lot more for the Triceratons, Sidons and stuff like that, which I do think is pretty interesting. And like I said before, that I do like lore and history within like any universe, so I can't complain that far, because I do like it that they are exploring it, but at the same time, I don't really care all too much for the Triceratons, so this bit here for me is just like, I mean, it's cool, but at the same time, we could be exploring other places and other beings and stuff like that, but yet we're exploring them. And yeah, I mean, oh god, yeah. I mean, also not to mention this in space, and I've always felt that the space stuff with turtles has never been really that great. I think the only time that it's actually been good was in Fast Forward, but other than that, I've always found it so boring. And with this one being in space, yeah, it sort of just immediately killed the mood for me, and did not really enjoy it from the very first page. And then also, just like with, I'm not sure when it was, like a few issues ago, we had an issue dealt with April, and she was talking about the whole issue non-stop and didn't really talk about anything interesting. Now, in this issue, it was sort of the same thing, sort of, where we do get to see Donatello, he's just rambling on about a lot of stuff about the past and the history of the Triceratons and stuff like that, and we do get to see other bits where we do get to see characters actually talking and interacting, which is kind of cool. But stuff with Donatello, it was okay. I feel like for some of the story, it was necessary. I do think that for like the first half of it was pretty cool, because we are exploring new planets and stuff like that, where it was actually necessary. But when he was finding the Triceraton, exploring the ship and stuff like that, and even near the end, it did feel a little bit unnecessary. And just the amount of stuff that Donatello was talking about, it just got a little bit too much, I want to say, just with how many speech bubbles and stuff like that he was talking. It wasn't really enjoyable for me to read after a while, but yeah, it was there. But then for like some good things which I will talk about for this issue, it is the artwork. Now this artwork, which I was really surprised by, it was done by David White, and I don't think I've been on the Total comic book before. And after seeing this comic book of how this person drew Donatello, it was really great and amazing, and I would like to see this artist come back, because they had this sort of like art style from, I think the best way to describe it is like Archie Adventure Turtles. I think that's the best way of describing them, and I think if you can picture what they look like, then you got a really good idea of what this artist looks like. And I think like that's like, I don't know, something about it works really well, and I feel like this artist definitely needs to come back and do some more Total issues, because the artwork was really great. And I mean, I wasn't really expecting that, just because it's a Total issue. Normally, sometimes with these kind of issues, you'll just get okay artwork, but this one felt different. And for some reason, when I did first see this artist, I was thinking that this artwork was going to be more along the lines of like Jim Lawson, but I was really surprised by that, and I really did enjoy it. And I think that's like the one good thing which I think's helped me like this issue a little bit, but it didn't really help it enough for me to like it enough. But yeah. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this issue? Do you like it? Do you not? What do you think about the Triceratons and the Sidons? Do you care about them? Do you care about the history and stuff like that? And yeah, that's the game of today, guys. If you just please share, let's grab on stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.